Well, out of y'all three, if y'all were like Survivor and y'all are trapped on an island, who's going down first?
How am I going down first? What are the elements of the island? If we're talking about having to eat people to survive, I'm not going down first.
Damn, Bobby just went straight cannibalism.
Who you eating first? Then?
I mean,
I'm surviving.
I've been spending time in the dojo, doing all the things that they won't show. No spotlights on me, no photos, becoming the king on the low level.
should we do like a summer kickoff? Bobby just got back from Spain. We should get into
kids are home.
Summer.
What do we entertain?
This is the summer edition.
Also, yeah, and some stuff of how are y'all dealing with summer with your kids? Like, what's the shift like? I guess because y'all go from school and then obviously now they're always home. They're like,
Yeah,
you can see it in his eyes. He's like, yeah, it's a shift.
Well, I think you guys can all relate. It comes down to you have all these things planned, and literally, like in the first week, you do them all. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna take you to this place. I'm gonna take you to this place, and we're gonna go here. We went camping. We've already done all this. So I've already gone camping with them for 3 days. I've already done all. Like I've gone to like certain theme parks. I've gone to like certain like, and then you realize we're only a week in. I've already burned through, all of these things, and the kids come home, and what's the first thing they say? I'm bored. What else are we doing today? What do you mean? What do you mean? What else are we doing today? We just spent 7 hours at this location. Like we got snow cones over here. There's a really good snow cone place you might like. So I'll have to tell you about it. It's right down the road. It's awesome. It's a good little hole in the wall spot, like out of a trailer.
how's the ice?
Awesome.
It's like powder. It's not
it's like powder.
crushed ice. Okay.
Nope.
That's very important.
No, it's more of the
ice.
it's a true like shaved ice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. That's why I'm telling you. I know what you like, man. We spent some time in Hawaii together.
Yeah.
So we know.
Crushed ice isn't the biz.
No.
You feel me, Bobby?
He's a snob when it comes to his
Too much sugar.
Yeah. No, man. He's funny, man.
Yeah. Summer first week, like you said, it's fun and you're excited. And now that we're past that, I'm like, all right, these guys gotta go do something. We gotta find some camps, and we normally have it more planned out. Kind of freestyling it a little more this year, but yeah, it's tough when you wake up and you got stuff to do. But I mean, but it's different for Bob. Your kids are older, so
Right. Yeah.
they're doing their own thing anyway, right?
Well, we haven't even really started into that because as soon as summer started for the kids, we went on vacation. So we just got back.
Yeah, where'd you go? Tell us.
We went to Spain. We went to Barcelona and
nice
Madrid.
little flex there.
Yeah.
Tiny little flex.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But we did it a little different. I have a buddy of mine. So I went to high school in Kansas, and Kansas is vastly different from Frisco as far as like how sports are run and everything like that. My buddy that I went to high school with, it's Xavier's dad.
Okay.
So you met Xavier. Just a down to earth person. He was like my best friend. He's that kind of person that is always in a good mood. He's just a phenomenal human being. And he had his kids, and we just all went together. So there was 11 of us that went down to Spain and Barcelona, and it just made the trip really cool because it wasn't like I needed to like wow them all the time. Because when I brought Vaughn with us, he was just like, he made everything special. He made everything like enjoyable. Like everything that we did, it was just like really down to earth. Like one night we just was like sitting around playing cards and playing just games at the hotel. And he was just like, let's just start asking questions. And it was kind of like that get to know you phase. And it was like all the kids there and everybody was just talking. And it was just cool to kind of like, even though we were in Spain, we had that opportunity at night just to kind of like block out everything and just like get to know each other again. And sometimes, when kids are going through school and getting sports and all these different things going on, it's just kind of cool to just kind of like take a step back and say, what's going on with you? Like, tell me something cool. Like, tell me somebody that, if past or present, somebody you would like to meet or sit down with and why. And to hear some of those things from your kids, it's like, wow, that's kind of interesting that you said that. Like, so we had that night. We had a couple nights like that. And it was just a really cool experience. We saw some amazing things in Madrid and Barcelona. And my kids, first time they get to go across overseas. So that was a big deal for them also. And his
Is it their
family's
first
first time. Yeah.
Oh,
Because we did like Cancun and Bahamas and Jamaica and all those things also. But just to go over to Spain, it was different just to see how, the architecture was, the buildings, the history.
Why'd you
and
guys
all
choose
that stuff.
Spain?
We did a lot of chat GPT. We were like, because I was looking at different areas. I was like, where can we take them? Because I went to Italy the year before, and Italy was really cool. And I kind of wanted to take them to Italy, but sometimes it gets really flooded there, especially at the time we were going. And Spain it was a place that I wanted to go. And then we just went through chat GPT and just asked, what's the best area to go for teens and just a history and just getting everything for a week. And they came out with Spain and
How was the
Barcelona,
food?
Madrid. The food was incredible.
Would you eat? Get into that for me. That's my thing.
Well, of course we looked at TikTok. We were like, and all the kids, because they always look at TikTok. We were like, things to do in Spain and on TikTok, and they mentioned a couple restaurants to go to. There was a sandwich place that was incredible, and then just food across the border was great in Spain.
There's a lot of. Am I right when I say they eat a lot? When I think of Spanish food, octopus and pork.
Mm-hmm. Paella is a dish.
It's like rice mixed with like rice, mussels, and like octopus, squid.
Like they eat a lot, like more so than other cultures I've seen. They have a lot of octopus dishes and
a lot of seafood.
Do you like octopus?
Depends how it's prepared. But I just noticed like they really love octopus there. So they must make it like in some really tasty
really
and creative
dishes,
ways.
yeah.
So, because there's only so much you can do with that thing, right? Yeah.
Fry it up, slice it up. It was great. I mean, the whole trip was just very memorable.
Okay, so now you guys, so like for us, right? We did something a little bit more low key. I took them camping. So it's like,
What's that like?
Yeah, like
going
roughing
to
in the
Ramada?
tent, everything like that on the lake.
Glamping. That's,
It's like going to Ramada.
No, we were down by the lake, and on the last night it started raining and pouring down rain. Wind almost took the tent away. My buddy's tent got collapsed in.
Oh,
Yeah, him and his son had to sleep in the car. They jumped in their truck and slept in the truck. The other buddy, his tent held up a little bit. Ours started to leak on the left side, so we moved everything over to the right side. Cool little experience, just to see your kid's look on his face, like, what do we do? Like what
chaos.
Yeah. Like, what's going on? It's 4 a.m. Like, we didn't drive there. We jumped in with some of our other buddies, the ones that ended up sleeping in the car. Yeah. So we didn't drive. So I was like, okay, well, what do we do? Like, I just had to start making things happen. So I took all of our clothes that were already dirty, and we had beach towels and stuff that we brought with us because we were down by the lake. So I set that all on the side that was leaking, soak up the water, pushed over all the other side, and we just kind of, cuddled up in the sleeping bags and hung out for a little bit. So
you know what? Those bad moments are the moments that kids remember forever. We had an instance like that one time where we went fishing and we went on this lake and got this little pontoon one out there, and then we were all fishing and we just got everything ready. I'm still trying to like work with my fishing pole, and then it got quiet and we started looking around. I was like, nobody's here. And then hail started coming down. Boom, 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 boom. We were going back. Everybody was hiding under the awning and everything. And I was just standing there just getting beat up, and we were trying to make it back. It was crazy. My kids talk about that all the time. Yeah. And that happened probably about 6 years ago.
Yep. Yeah. He was like, you have that there, your kids, you see that little desperation and like look on their face. Like, what do we do? Like, what do we do? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I talk to me and I'm like, okay, well, it's only raining on this side of the tent. So let's just move everything to this side, get your sleeping bag and everything. Let's dry it out. So it was just the two of us. We went with all the dads in the community. So there was awesome. 2 other dads, and then their boys are the same age as my son. So we were all together. So we called it Freedom Weekend, away from the moms, and the girls. And so we just hung out, just the boys. Had a good time. Got up early, made some breakfast. The whole campsite, it's hilarious. We had a big group of people that joined in the campsite next to us. They got there on Sunday afternoon. They started drinking right away.
Of course.
Like it was a group of I'd say probably 15 to 20 Mexicans. And they started drinking right away. They're down by the beach, down by the water, fishing. They were walking back and forth. They were barbecuing. They were having a blast. But then that storm came in at 4 a.m. And my whole thought process was like, how hungover are those dudes that are packing up? They packed up everything. They left. They packed up everything at 4 a.m. because their tent got blown over. So they packed up everything at 4 a.m., threw everybody in the car, just threw it in the truck, and they took off. But I was like, man, how hungover were those dudes? Trying to pack all that up.
That's probably not the first time they deal with chaos while hungover. So.
But it was them, and they had two other families that were like in different spots, but in the same little like cul-de-sac area of sites, and they were all gone too. They all decided to get up and pack up at the same time. But it was a big group. I'd say probably close to about 50 of them total, in the whole time. And there was a family across that was with them also, but they didn't leave. They actually. They must have had there was a cabin that was a little bit closer to like a beach area, because they jumped in their trucks and then they went and they said, yeah, they went to stay with some friends in their cabin or whatever, just glamped it over there, and then like came back in the morning and packed up their stuff and made breakfast, and we had a chat with them and stuff. But yeah, good experience. Like you were saying, the kids were talking about, the wind was blowing. Like Kellen's all scared. Like, he's like, my dad was still asleep. He's like, in the tent's like turning sideways. Like, I don't know what to do. And then I didn't wake up until it started raining inside the tent a little bit, but it was good. We had a good time. Memories. So you got to build those memories. So
sometimes it sounds like the not so perfect moments are the ones that are the most memorable.
Absolutely.
And the perfect ones, you just are like, oh, that was nice. That was amazing. But there's not as much to talk about, right?
I tell this story about like when I was a kid, there was, my four buddies, we would always go camping for my buddy's birthday. It was Lower Priest Lake. It's up in North Idaho, up in Lower Priest Lake. And then you have Upper Priest Lake. But to Upper Priest Lake, it wasn't accessible like in terms of vehicle wise. So you had to camp, you had to hike in, you had to bike in, or you had to like go up the stream from the lower to upper in a canoe or like a boat, like a smaller boat. So we show up. We're there. We've got, we're 17 years old. We pack all of our beer and all of our food into the canoe. And I started just by myself, started canoeing up the stream. And then as I get into the lake, the wind kicks up, and I'm headed towards the canal to get up the stream. And I'm like, and my four buddies are riding in there. My three buddies are riding in there on their mountain bikes and there's a little bit of snow still on the trails and this and that. So I realize it's getting too windy, and this canoe is like starting to like kind of tilt a little bit on it. So I basically go towards the land. I start yelling and screaming because they're gone. We don't have cell phones. This is back in 95, 90, somewhere around there. Yeah, 94, 95. So I'm screaming. There's no one there. I'm like yelling their names. And all of a sudden I see them come through the bushes. What's up? What's up? I'm like, bro, I can't do this by myself. Like, it's just there's too windy. I need somebody in the front to hold the canoe down. And so, so one of them jumped in. So we canoe up the stream. The other two canoe, or the other two ride their bikes. So we're headed up this stream, and it just starts pouring down rain, So all of our stuff's getting wet, just pouring down rain. We get to the camp. We're telling stories on the way up there. We're like, hey man, I hope these guys have, the campfire set up. They're riding mountain bikes. They'll be there in no time. We're still canoeing. It's been 2 hours. We're trying to get upstream on this thing. Man, these guys better have all this stuff set up. This better be like everything better, because they had their backpacks, they had their stuff. And I was like, man, they better have food ready, something, anything, right? Like, get up there. We show up. They're not there yet. Like, how are you guys not here yet? They come, and all of a sudden we hear them yelling, probably like 30 minutes after we get there. We unpack the canoe, we do everything, we start setting things up. And we're like, crap, should we go look for them? Like, we started getting nervous. Like, should we go look for them? Because it was getting dark. And all of a sudden we hear yelling, hey. And I'm like, they're like, where are you? And like, we're like, they're yelling our names and this. And I'm like, okay, at least we found them. So they come, they're like, where's the fire? I was like, we had the fire set up and everything like that. Apparently, there was at least 1.5 feet of snow all on the trail. So they had to carry their mountain bikes along with their backpacks the whole way. And it's a 3-mile hike up that thing. So they're hiking up to Upper Priest Lake. We were all expecting them to have everything set up there. We're like, yeah, the fire is going to be going. We're going to get out. We're going to stand next to the fire. It's going to be great. Man, we showed up. We were stunned that they weren't there. They were shocked that we just got there, 30 minutes before. We hadn't got the fire really going yet. It was just getting going. Everything was wet from the rain. All of our stuff was soaked. Our sleeping bags were soaked. Our tents were soaked. Everything was soaked. So we basically had to sleep we had to sleep with like wet sleeping bags, wet tents. We had to set everything up. But at the end of the day, like we still, every time we see each other, remember that one time we went camping?
Yeah.
Like those are the things that you talk about. Those are the memories, the miserable memories are fun, and we can all sit back and laugh at it now. I remember my buddy, that same trip, we were trying to get firewood because everything was wet. So we are trying to split, the branches, and trying to make little shreds of them. And it was hilarious because it wasn't hilarious had it been worse. He swung with the axe and it skipped off the front, cut, I kid you not, cut right between his big toe. Both, but it cut through his shoe. He had on what are they called? The Solomon boots. Like they're like ski boots, kind of like hiking boots. He had on some Solomon boots. It cut perfect line, but the axe went right between his two toes. Didn't touch him at all.
Oh,
didn't touch him.
Boot saved him.
Yeah, I mean, but no, it went through the boot though.
I know, but it didn't hurt his foot.
No, it went in deep. Like it went all the way. It
didn't save him.
No, it didn't save him.
Well, I guess it could have been way worse if it wasn't for those boots.
Well, I think, no, if he just aimed a little bit left or right, he would have lost a toe. 100% he would have lost a toe because it went in. The axe actually was between his toes.
But if the boots weren't there, it would have
boots
gone
weren't there
through his toe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess,
saying
yeah.
the boots.
I guess, yeah.
Like the damage would have been worse.
Yeah,
without
there
the
you go.
boots.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, if there's anything we've learned from these stories, don't go camping.
With Josh.
No, just don't go to Spain and stay in a nice hotel like Bobby.
Yeah.
See, Bobby didn't go camping.
Yeah.
He had a really good time. Josh goes camping and shit always gets
It's getting hairy out there, man.
So,
Well, out of y'all three, if y'all were like Survivor and y'all are trapped on an island, who's going down first?
How am I going down first? What are the elements of the island? If we're talking about having to eat people to survive, I'm not going down first.
damn, Bobby just went straight to cannibalism.
Who you eating first? Then?
I mean,
I'm surviving. No, I'm not that outdoorsy person. Like I'm not even gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna.
You don't say.
I'm not sleeping outside.
5-star hotel in Barcelona is where Bobby, you're making the right choices though. I am with you.
Yes.
Bobby would be hating life. He had to sleep in his Corvette. Like, oh man, it's so uncomfortable. Oh, man.
Camping is going to like a Holiday Inn.
Yeah,
That's as far
I
as
feel
we're
you
going.
on that.
But where else? What about you for your first week? Because we're only about what, a week and a half now?
We're still getting through like baseball.
Yeah.
So I'm focusing on July being our holiday. We're going to take a trip month, and it's good to get out of here in July, right? As you guys know, it's damn hot. So as soon as we're done with AEW All In, that's a special occasion. We're staying for that. Then we're going to go take a little holiday.
That's July 6th?
12th.
12th. You think
Come on, bro.
That's all right.
Well, and there's stuff all that week too.
You ask?
So we haven't done. We're easing our way into it. Still a lot of baseball. We took a road trip to Oklahoma City for a tournament that got rained out. Went all the way over there. Got the Airbnb. They canceled the last day. It's kind of been a shitty year so far, right? With a lot of
supposed to rain every day this week until next Tuesday.
Yeah,
every day it says rain. Forecast for rain every day this whole week until next Tuesday.
Yeah, it's been a rough one. And when it's not raining, it's probably going to be hot.
When you guys go to other states to compete, do you guys play teams that are local from here?
Sometimes.
That doesn't drive
perhaps
you crazy?
not like, but no one we've played yet. Like we haven't met a team that we just played in a tournament here. So I think they try their best. The organizers, at least we hope they do to give us some different looks and play teams from some different areas. Cause that'd be really silly to travel so far to just play your neighbors, right?
Yeah. I mean, like there's tournaments that we do here but like if we have to travel to like Arlington or to like Austin, we're playing like a lot of the teams that are just from Dallas. I'm like, why would I travel all the way down here, do a whole weekend of, hotel and everything when I can just play these teams another time? So that's a little frustration. We played Tim Kennedy's son this last weekend.
Lacrosse.
Yeah, and lacrosse. Yeah, so that was a good tournament. His team ended up winning the whole thing, and then we lost in the semis, so that sucked. Yeah,
But you're still playing through.
Oh yeah, we got till July.
It's a new season, or you're finishing one?
No, this is the spring season, the end. So this is where you wrap up though.
Right.
So we do all of June. So we got a tournament every weekend. So we have Arlington this weekend. We've got Denver next, and then we've got Salt Lake, and then we've got.
Are you driving to all
Pennsylvania?
those?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah, because we have our dog. Yeah, because we take our dog everywhere with us. He's 14. Don't want to leave him with people, and yeah, so we take our dog.
You're putting some miles on that new car.
No, we were actually, believe it or not, we rented the cars probably about 5 months ago, and they were probably closer to like, I don't know, for the one to go to Salt Lake and go to Denver, they were like about $800. But literally, we kept checking back, and literally within the last like 2 weeks, they dropped down to $400. So we were able to rent both of them for $400 a piece, and then the one that's killing us is the Pennsylvania one, because we're going to be there for 2 weeks. My mom lives in Jersey, so we're going to go basically for like a week and a half, 10 days, 12 days. That was another one where the car was like probably about, I don't know, $1,800, and then now it's dropped down to like $800.
So you're renting to save,
save the car,
to save,
because that was a problem with our Jeep is I drove it back and forth from Texas to California about 4 or 5 times.
I mean, there's hacks in there that you can minimize the cost big time.
To do what?
Because why is it costing so much? Is it because you're dropping it off there? Is that what
No. Car rentals are just a lot right now, especially during the summer, because of they know people are doing road trips.
Why don't you just borrow one of Bobby's cars? He won't even know.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Here's the key.
Yeah. No, it's
and then you'll spend like $3,000 in gas, right, on the TRX.
Yeah. You drive from gas station to gas station.
Yeah.
You can. There's different hacks with it and different codes and stuff like that you can use with the car company.
Well, like with Avis and with Hertz, like they're like, what do they ever call them? Like the reserve member or their VIP members, whatever it is. But that only gives you so much.
Yeah.
In terms of
there's other stuff too for different company codes and stuff like that. Like I get, because I have to rent cars all the time.
Yeah.
So I get cars very, very cheap. And then since I'm renting cars all the time, I have so many like free days built up. So
that's nice. That works out.
So you're going to give them some, is what you're saying.
I can tell them where to find some.
Oh. See, Bobby's giving you all the tricks.
So what do you guys have? What do you guys have planned for July?
Trying to figure it out. I mean, we always do Hawaii, but part of me is thinking, as nice as that is, and we'll likely do that, but I've been thinking lately, man, it'd be cool to go somewhere new and different.
It's just hard when because you have family there, right? So you have a place to stay, and that does help a lot.
Yeah, for sure. It's the airfare ain't that bad either. Well, yeah, once we're there, we're pretty set up, but it would be nice to go on a new adventure. You know, like what you just did. You
know what I do, and I did this before. Do you guys ever use like Skyscanner or one of those sites?
No.
So Skyscanner, what it is and how I use it is, if I know the date that I want to go, I'll just do like Dallas, and then I'll put everywhere in the search engine. And then if I put the dates in there, it'll just spit all the flights everywhere, and it'll give the cost for them. So I did this for a while where I wasn't picking a place. I was just picking where they had deals on flights. And sometimes they have like crazy deals in certain areas. Like there was a time where I was in Denver and I was like, all right, this weekend I have off, so I want to go and find somewhere. And they had like the Grand Cayman Islands for like $300 round trip. Whereas it's so much more expensive. But if you just put everywhere on it, you can do the whole month, you can do certain weeks. So I usually base my travel based on that. So I'm like, hey, I just find out where a cool place to go, and if it's inexpensive, and it has like all the United States, all the states in the United States, and it has all the overseas stuff. It'll have every place that's there, and some places aren't going to be there because, of course, they're more expensive.
That's called Skyscanner.
Skyscanner is one of those. I think you can do it on. I think you can almost do it on Google. Or there's a couple other ones. I have so many different travel hacks that I use, so that's where I'm able to travel everywhere, and I can use these different hacks like Skyscanner. Then there's like skip lag. Skip lag is if you're not checking a bag. Like if you need to go, say you need to go to Denver, and you put Dallas to Denver, but it might be Dallas to Salt Lake City, and there's a layover in Denver. So they'll say the Salt Lake City flight is cheaper than just to fly to Denver. So they'll say, just don't go to Salt Lake. When you get to Denver, just stop there. But you can't check a bag because if you check a bag, you have to go. Your bag will go. So there's all kinds of different travel hacks. Like I have a million different travel hacks. So I travel as much as possible, but I just do it on where the availability is versus picking a place and saying this is where we're going.
Yeah,
and then,
smart.
And then when I went to Spain, the only reason, like I knocked down the price of Spain big time because I was like, okay, it's me, right off the bat, there were 6 of us. We were going, I was like, there's 6 of us. If we fly from Dallas, it's going to be a little more expensive. Then I was like, And then I started messing around with Skyscanner a little bit. And then on top of that, I did a group flight. So I was like, man, if I can do a group, then it's 10. And if you go through 10, you get a big discount. So we flew. So I had everybody meet in New York and we had cheap flights to New York. And then we flew from New York. So our flight from New York to Madrid first, it was $300 a ticket.
Wow.
Just because it was group flight. So I was like, I'll pay for all the flights. So I said, I got all the flights there and back. And then when we came back, we flew to Barcelona first. And then after Barcelona, we flew to Madrid. So it was 11 people to Madrid to Dallas. And then that was cheap also. So we got it instead of $900 a flight, it was like $700. So it was $1,000 per person round trip. Which the one on back was a little bit rougher because we couldn't find anyone. It was very busy coming back, but going there, it was fantastic.
So, I have an idea for you to add to one of your 10 gigs. When you retire, Lashley the Hurt Travel Agency.
Well, that's all they do is
we transport people.
That's what most of those like travel clubs do. Those travel clubs just buy a ton of tickets going to a certain area, and then they can discount them all for everyone. So I was like, why can't we do it? It's only 10 people. So and then a lot of times I just ask buddies too. I'm like, hey man, we're going to Spain this time. You guys want to go? And like Shelton was going to come with us. And then MVP, like after All In, he's going to go to Tokyo. So I was like, man, let me see if I can start.
Did you get a call about going? I didn't get a call.
I haven't decided to go, but if you guys want to go to some place, I'll book the next one and I'll let you guys know.
No, I know, but that wasn't like a.
But no, just Bobby, just next time, he's not going to go, but he just wants to be invited. Remember that?
Yeah.
I'm not going.
But will you give a hard no at the beginning, or will you say, let me think about it?
I'll say, let me think about it.
See, then that screws up the plans.
Knowing damn well
I need a hard no.
But knowing damn well.
intention of going, just say no. Just say no.
No. I want to feel like, I want you to come, I want you to rotate back around and go, hey, so like, even it could be the next day. Hey, so are you really serious about going? I'll be like, nah, I'm not serious.
Okay.
That's how.
It just makes his day to be invited.
Feel good.
Yeah. Okay. Like if you want to do something local, I'm down.
Okay, well let me think of the next trip. We talked about July, so I mean,
I want to see
my birthday. My birthday is July 16th. So
right after the big show.
Right after the big show. So of course,
are we all going to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We're back from Jersey, Pennsylvania. Then.
Yeah.
We're coming back.
We're trying to figure out who we have.
We're coming back for this show. Just want to make sure.
Well, I got you.
Now that you know the right date, Josh,
it's July 12th.
Well, I was leaving there from after July 5th. I was like, okay, so July 5th. I was like, it's July 6th. We better rush back. Hurry up and get back.
And you got July 12th. You got to remember, I got to get merch.
Oh yeah.
Make sure to wear the merch.
Okay.
and get a Bobby sign too.
I will.
Yeah.
My kids are super fans. They actually like Kellen was like, hey, I want to watch. He's been watching the show, and so he's just like, we
are all in for All In.
Yes.
All in for All In. All right.
We got to figure out who we wrestle for All In. That's who we've been trying to figure out.
Maybe him.
It's a lot of protected people in AEW, but
so do I need to do some lifting? Like
you can do a run-in,
and then I'll be right there and just like
you can do a run-in. We need to do that. I did before in Impact. We did an MMA angle. Where I was leaving professional wrestling to go back to MMA. Dan Lambert came in, which he's a huge wrestling fan. And then we ran this whole deal. We were bringing different people in, and it was like the MMA guys against the pro wrestlers. So I was on the MMA guys side, and it was cool because it gave some of the MMA guys an opportunity to get in the ring and actually wrestle, because they didn't have to be in there very long.
Yeah.
They can go in there and do something and then get out and tag me back in, and then we can keep going on with the match. And everyone loved it. It had Junior Dos Santos was there, Kobe Covington, before he became Kobe Covington, and he was real laid back. And afterwards, part of that gimmick he's been running, it was one of the pro wrestlers afterwards, because Kobe was on a huge run. He was on like a 12-fight win streak, and he wasn't getting any fights.
Yeah.
And then one of the wrestlers started kind of like helping him out a little bit and say this, say this, say this. And he started running with that for a while. And that's when he got the Damian Maya fight. And then after that, he just ran with it on his own. He took it a little bit too far, but that goes back to that. Yeah. And they all look at it, and every fighter loved getting an opportunity to go into pro wrestling. Kane was there for a while.
Yeah, I know.
Had the mask on. Kane was awesome when he was there. They could have did so much more with Kane.
They could have.
The problem is that they wanted to put him with Brock right away. And I was like, that's not the right one, because Brock is so loved by the wrestling crowd. And Kane, even though Kane's a beast, in the wrestling crowd's eyes, he didn't look like the beast. Mm-hmm. So I think they could have ran a different road with him.
Yeah, they could have given him some time to like get on the sauce, get jacked, and
he
then have the Brock thing.
I don't think that's what he meant.
He didn't need that. He had to get brought in. Like, they had to accept him first, and they didn't accept him at the beginning. And what they tried to do is they were trying to show clips of him beating up Brock, and everybody was like, "That's fake." Brock would kill him.
Oh, seriously, people were saying that.
Oh, they hated it, and they kept showing on the board. So when they had the match, and Brock loved it because Brock had a tremendous amount of respect for Kane.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Man, I want to have this match with Kane and have Kane like beat him up and like take him out and stuff like that." But the crowd was like, "No way, this shouldn't happen."
Pro wrestling fans,
wrestling now. And Cormier loves it too.
Yeah,
he knows all about it.
King Mo's the same way.
King Mo loves it. He was a part of our group too, and we were.
King Mo's one of my favorite people, man.
Oh yeah, King Mo. He's solid. He's solid and super intelligent in the game too.
Super smart.
He
Not
knows
just MMA, but
everything.
Pro wrestling, like
boxing.
When he came to AK and was training, bro, he would break down the pro wrestling scene for us. I'm like, bro, I stopped watching long. He just loved talking about it.
Everything.
But he's a nerd when it comes to the fight game also. And just it's so awesome to see him get a little bit of love right now with all the guys that he's working with over at ATT. So
absolutely.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Man.
Dan keeps him really high on the roster. He knows that he's a definite asset to their team.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's great to see these guys make the transition over, and you've got certain guys like, what's going on with is Logan Paul still in it, right?
Yeah,
he's doing well, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's kind of like all in now. You would think.
Yeah.
I mean, Triple H loves him because he has a following, and he's doing great numbers for him. And the matches that he does have, he's having good matches.
You think Triple H sees a little bit of himself in Logan Paul with the long hair and the no. Didn't Triple H have really long hair for a long time?
Yes.
Yeah. They all had long hair.
Yeah, but the long hair is like WWE loves that, right? It's like part of the look.
Is it because you can sell the shots more?
You can sell it more.
Yeah.
They also, back then, especially, I mean, everybody associated that with like rock stars and you know what I mean? So,
but they love, like, that's their prototype, right?
Yeah,
you see dude with long hair.
Many guys have long hair and they put the shampoo on it before, or they do something. It's a wet look.
The shampoo?
Sometimes they put shampoo on their hair before.
Yeah. You ever see them and they're like super wet? Usually they pour water, but yeah, sometimes it's other stuff because some of them, when their hair is dry and they're out there, it gets real frizzy.
Yeah, that would be my hair.
Yeah.
You got to make it like you put like a little bit of baby oil. What's his name? Diego Sanchez used to put some like oils in his hair before he would fight. He talked about it like when he fought Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz, like, he's super sweaty, man, like just slippery.
Isn't that illegal?
So, guys, yeah, but that was no, but like, look, there was I was telling this story the other day. King Mo, when he fought over in Dream, the Japanese came in the back and go, "Hey, here's baby wipes. Like rubbing alcohol, baby wipes. Rub your whole body down." They're like, because we know like black people put lotion on before they fight. He's like, so you cannot have lotion on. So they made him wipe his whole body down, his knees, his elbows, his feet, everything. I was like, damn, like this is. He's like, yeah. He's like, they watched me, literally like waited till like right before I was ready to walk out. They said, here's this, and wipe your whole body down. So. Yeah, I mean, like there's, because, there's stories of fighters taking baths in baby oils, basically putting like product in their hair. When I fought Clay Guida, he had product.
Is that
in
where
his hair.
Diddy got it from?
Is that where Diddy got it from?
Was he? They were just fighting.
I
They
didn't
were,
bring
they
him
were
up.
just
I didn't
training.
bring him
I don't
up
know
this
why you're
time.
looking at me. I
I
can
didn't
care
bring him
less.
up because you're the only one that's ever been invited to a Diddy party.
I never got invited to a Diddy party.
They were just training. See, you have it all wrong.
Yeah, they were
Training. It's not what you
Where
think.
was Diddy in? California, right?
Hey.
I never lived in California.
But
Who lived in California? Let's
just
raise
flew
our
to
hands if
Spain.
we lived in California.
You can fly. You can fly. Why are you looking at me? I didn't bring this up. He brought up Diddy.
Yeah, but then you looked at him. It had nothing to do with him. You said baby oil. That'll forever be there. Forever now will
Look
be a
how happy
connection.
he gets when he talks about Diddy. He gets so happy. Look, he can't even stop. You've been to a Diddy party, haven't you? Or
No,
they were just training.
Party.
They were just
Have
training.
you seen Dave Chappelle's bit on the Diddy thing? Just about how like he'd never been invited to a Diddy party or something like that. He's like, that's when you know you're ugly. It was a great bit, man.
Oh no, I did see that.
There was a
one.
lot more to it, but I don't want to do a disservice.
Well,
by
Bobby,
trying to
Josh
say
would
it.
just want to be invited. He wouldn't go.
Yeah, he wouldn't go.
He just wants to be invited.
Wouldn't
Just
go.
send me a bottle of baby oil. I'll stay home.
Yeah, it comes with the invitation. Right?
Thousands of
It's
bottles of baby oil.
And you know what? They blow things out of proportion.
Thousands.
They were just training. I'm telling you, that's the
Damn.
story.
Yeah. I think if we let the media dictate everything.
Well, that
No.
thing's all playing out right now, right? The trial.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
been going on
Cassie's-
for a little bit.
She's been on the stand for like 4 or 5 days now, Cassie.
Yeah, you know, we can go all day on talking about that, but we won't. But man, I think there's like different sides to every story. If they want to make you look bad, they can make you look terrible. Like I don't like a lot of times when they bring something up and it's like, well, this has been going on for 20 years. It's like, wait a second. Why are we waiting until now? What is the change? What did he do different?
Well, some of the stuff too, I'm like, sounds freaky, but not illegal.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so many of these details that
And
obviously people want to talk about, but I'm like,
In the
that's
room-
not illegal.
No.
In the rumor mill, it just seems like, this is my opinion, it could be whatever. It seems like when you get given something, you just shut up and just take what you're given. Once you start getting more or start asking for more, then that's when they put their thumb on you. Because I think there was some speculation or some talks that Diddy wanted so much more. Ciroc and
Yeah,
Ciroc had
that's where this
some
all kind of came
heavyweight
about.
people, and they were like, "Oh, you're going to be too. You need to shut up and take the money you have." And he wanted more, so they were like, "All right, here's what we do: put our thumb on you."
Yeah, that's what I heard. The same thing. He was getting paid a couple $1 million a month, I think, or something
Yeah, it
like
was
that
a tremendous
for
amount of money.
Ciroc. And then he's like, "No, I want a percentage of the actual company."
Because I am Ciroc.
Yeah,
And he was.
and they basically told him no, like you'll just do as you're told. And he's like, "All right." Well, then he did sue him, or he threatened to sue him, or something.
He went after him.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of times it's like, you're not Ciroc. We made you Ciroc. We could have put anybody there. We put you there. You shut up for the time that you were there, and now that you're trying to take more, we're gonna put our thumb on you.
That's how at that level, that's how they do business, though, right?
Just shut up and take what we give you.
Take what we give you. Yeah, I mean, you've got that. When we talk about people, like when you say it's above my pay grade, this is exactly what you're talking about. Like you have the face of something, and then you have the people that own the face of something, right?
Mhm.
I mean, I think that's what makes guys like Jordan so impressive. Like he's the face of Jordan, but like it's because he is Jordan. But then also too, he's actually catapulted his shoe and his brand into something way bigger than just the shoe. And it's not. And I mean, like here we are, years and years removed from him playing, and that brand's still as big as it ever was. It's enormous. I think it's amazing to see.
Yeah.
That's all.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to get into any other conversation.
Yeah, the conspiracy theories. I'm like, all right.
What conspiracy theories? Oh, they go all the Jordan thing?
Well, with anything up there, there's
Yeah.
always some conspiracy theories. They're fun to look at.
Well, he just signed a deal, I think, with CBS or something. He just signed a TV deal, correct? Like, I almost feel like he did it. Maybe this is me. This is Jordan being Jordan to that next level now that you're older. Tom Brady got 37 point something million dollars a year or whatever to sign and to do this. So I'm going to sign for 40 million. That just to me, that sounds like something Jordan would do. Like,
He's like,
you know
"Oh,
what?
Tom Brady's the GOAT?"
People say Tom Brady's the GOAT. 7 Super Bowls, blah, blah, blah. Guess what, dude? I'm going to go and show that I can get paid more. just show up. That puts me GOAT status above
You're the
you.
GOAT. I'm the GOAT.
I just can't see him doing it. He ain't showing up
No, I don't think
for
so
these
either.
games.
Wait,
man.
LeBron comes. Ron's going to take 50 million.
I mean, did you guys see him though in the documentary that what the Last Dance? Like his eyes look like yellow now. Like he's got
Older.
no, he has gotten older. No, for sure he's gotten older. But
Leave him alone, bro.
I know.
I love
Leave
him.
the GOAT
I love
alone.
Jordan.
The GOAT.
He,
There's a lot of GOATs.
Sure.
It's not just one GOAT.
Yeah. No,
okay, if you had to pick one guy GOAT for all sports,
No,
you couldn't pick one.
there's none.
There is none.
There's
Okay,
none. And there never will be.
is that just in your mind? This
Yeah.
okay.
It's not in my mind. I just, there's
Who has
never
had the biggest impact across all sports across the world? Who has had the biggest impact ever? I'm talking Maradona. I'm talking Pele. I'm talking. It doesn't. I just gave you two big soccer people because it's the biggest sport in the world.
I think Michael Phelps
Ooh, oh, that came out
or
of left
Simone
field.
Biles.
That came out of left field.
I'm not going to take like pro sports. Pro sports is all about is sports entertainment. That's like me saying like Bruno Sammartino or Roman Reigns. But if you're talking about true sports, you got to go to the Olympics. And if you go to the Olympics, Michael Phelps has countless rings.
That came out of left field, but I could see that.
Yeah, or Simone Biles. Look what she's crazy what she's doing. When you start looking at true sports and you go to the Olympics, those are true athletes because they're not just doing it for the money. They don't have a whole bunch of people that are sitting there playing puppets on different people and saying, okay, do this because the betting and everything like that. We talk about just athleticism. You got to go to the Olympics. And when you go to the Olympics, you have people like Usain Bolt that has a record in the 100 meters that may never be beaten.
Didn't he just get beaten the other day?
No way.
Oh, look at that kid, right? He ran a 9.75.
9.75.
Yeah.
It was probably like with a lot of wind. I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, he just ran a 9. I think he ran a 9.75.
We gotta look that
I think
up.
a kid here in Texas just ran a 9.75.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I thought we shared this video.
No.
No, I
it
think
might have been like 9.95 or
no,
9.85.
it was a 9.75. I
and
think
it was wind enhanced, but
Yeah, 'cause,
nobody's.
well, I think what's his? What's Usain Bolt's?
It's like 9.82.
9.83, 9.82. Is it 9.8?
No, it might be lower than. We can look it up. I mean, but because I was just having this debate with my son because they were like, "There's nobody going to beat him," and then we started looking at different numbers, and truly, like people are not close to him yet. No one's really close to him yet.
Yeah, USA Today, June. Oh, this is 2021. Said the 17-year-old who broke Usain Bolt's record and now is an Olympian, Arian Knighton.
Okay.
Is it the 100 or the 200 that he has? Maybe it's the
this
200.
was the 200, finishing third in the men's 200 finals.
Not finishing third and breaking
No,
Usain's record.
No, he could have broken in the semis.
No. Usain's record.
Yeah.
I think it's a 200.
No,
it's either 200 and the 100. He has a record in the 200 and the 100, right? But when we go, what we were talking about, we'll look at that record.
This
but
just
now,
happened though. Like this just happened because they were trying to compare him to Noah Lyles and all those guys, saying like he literally ran faster than all these.
Well, Noah Lyles is still several hundreds of seconds away from Usain Bolt. But like I said, when you go back to it, when you look at Olympic sports, that's where you really get it. And Michael Phelps, the things that he did, like he was built to swim. Like he might be part fish because the records that he has is just unbelievable. And what Simone Biles is doing, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Where you have like Krellin. That really,
Yeah,
I mean, he got beat by Rulon, but if you look at how he got beat, it was a criteria rule that they just did, and Rulon didn't beat him. It was just that he couldn't fit his arms around Rulon. And I'm not taking anything away from Rulon because he was in the finals of the Olympics, which is a huge deal. But I had to go against Rulon before in parterre, and I couldn't even touch my hands around him. And based on the rules, it was at the end, you both get into that block, and man. That's it. As soon as you break that lock, you have to score. Yeah. And if you can keep him from scoring, and that's what pretty much happened. That's how Krellin went down. But Krellin was just a freak of nature and just killing people. What, 15 years of never being beaten?
Yep.
Like that's when you start seeing like people on a whole different level of athleticism and sport. So yeah, I put like Michael Phelps and Simone Biles. And there's a couple wrestlers that are up there that have been world champions for like 10 years later.
Not Sadiq or not Sadulayev, who's there now currently. Or
Divov.
What is it?
I can't pronounce the name, but it's
Yeah. I think it's like Sadiq. I think it's
something
he's
like
a smaller guy. He's about 140 something, 140 or 150. But I think he's a smaller guy. Because Habib, that's Habib's favorite fighter or favorite wrestler.
So there's a guy.
All the Daggies talk about him. They were like, dude, this is the greatest wrestler ever.
He was at
Sidakov.
He was at he was a middle, higher middle.
Was he that big?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a couple young, smaller guys because we had a coach when I was at the Olympic Training Center. He won like 7 straight world championships and 2 Olympics or something like that.
That's insane.
When you get guys like that, I look at it as just beautiful when you see people that are at that level where everybody else is basically just competing for second. Mm. That's how it was with Michael Phelps. They were really just competing for second place, and everybody knew it when they were going in there.
Yeah, and then some of the comebacks that they had and some of the relays that they did, I mean, just insane to watch, and just to watch the intensity and the kids, the other guys not wanting to let each other down. It was. I really believe that they've catapulted swimming into this thing. Like, I feel like every time I watch the Summer Olympics, I have to watch swimming.
Yeah,
I have to watch it. Yeah. You know, it's no different than when I have to watch the track. I have to watch the relays. I have to watch the 100. I have to watch the 200. I'm not big in the hurdles, but then this female, she's absolutely gorgeous, but she's absolutely phenomenal. McLaughlin. I think her name is Sarah McLaughlin, I think is her name.
She's got a singer.
That's the singer.
No, what is her name?
Is it track?
It's track. She's the fastest in hurdles. She actually ran the relay.
Where's she from?
She ran the 100 relay or the 400 relay with them and helped. She set one of the fastest times in the relay.
Jamaican?
No, American.
Is she American?
Yeah, she's got like frizzy blondish hair. She's absolutely gorgeous. But she's phenomenal in terms of like she won the gold in the hurdles. I want to say in the 200 and 400.
It's Sydney
McLaughlin. Yeah, but she's got a double last name now because she's married. Sydney McLaughlin.
Damn, you know a lot about her,
Sydney
bro.
McLaughlin.
I love the Olympics. We were talking about
beautiful,
Olympics.
Man.
That's what we're on an off year or off.
But the thing is, it's sad.
When are we back again?
When I watch,
when's the next games? LA. 2 years.
6, 8. I think it's 8.
We have winter next year, right?
Yeah,
maybe 8.
No, winter this year.
It's just gorgeous, man. When you watch because I watch high school too. And I think it's just like, it's beauty. Mm-hmm. To me, it's just track. Beautiful. Like just anything when you're watching somebody that's just a different level. Mm-hmm. I just watched the U20 World Team Trials and the kid Marcus Blaze. Get out of here, man.
Yes, I just saw that.
The kid's, are you kidding me? He's beating like Division I national champions. He's beating everyone. And it's like,
look up that. What did you say, Marcus Blaze?
Also, Marcus Blaze.
Look up, like, I guess you didn't find anything on the 100 meter or the 200 meter. I'm telling you, like, there was a kid that just ran a 9.78 or 9.75.
That's got to be the 100. So let's see what, and look who has the world's record. Cause if he ran it, then he has the world record of the 100 meter.
I don't think he broke the world record.
He could.
We
would have everywhere. Yeah.
He would have a commercial right now on a Nike contract and he would.
But I thought the world record was like a 9.53 or 9. I thought that's what it was. Cause remember he even pulled up at the end.
What's the record?
It's that fast.
You know, one time I was early on in WWE, I was on the plane with Vince and I was just sitting back listening to them and how their brains think at that level, being on the top of a $1 billion company like that. And they said, they were talking about the Olympics as a brand. And to me, that was weird because that's where I was from, from the wrestling, going to Olympic Training Center, being there and trying to make it an Olympic team and everything like that. I never looked at it as a brand. And they were talking about it as a brand. The Olympic brand is losing steam and everything like that. And I was just and it is because when we were younger, I was that like we all sat around and watched the Olympics. Opening ceremony was a big deal, and just to see the different sports, it was beautiful. But it was the way that they were putting it together, and how they talked about it, how they pushed it and everything like that. And now it's kind of that brand has kind of died because they brought it to different countries. They put it on TV at different times that wasn't where your market audience wasn't. And I guess it's crazy how they talk about it as a brand versus just pure athleticism. What do we got?
Usain Bolt has it.
Okay. What is it?
At his 9.58 seconds.
1.58.
fast.
See, that was 9.53.
2009.
Yeah.
And these guys are running 9.
And that's why I said this kid ran a
7.8.
9.78 or 7.5, I think is what they were showing me.
So he's way away.
Yeah, so he's beat Noah Lyles. He's got a faster time right now than
That's
Noah
a high school
Lyles and
kid?
his kids. He's a high school kid.
High school kid.
I can't remember who.
There's a kid here in Texas that ran like a 9.82.
Yeah, out of that
What's
Nova
that?
Scotia or what's it called?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to pronounce,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's a couple kids.
Sausalito or something like that.
Yeah,
Something
and then the 200s are. I love the 200.
I like the 200 more than the 100.
Yeah, because now you're looking at the 400 being a sprint.
Yeah.
400 wasn't a sprint. It was kind of almost like long
They're
distance.
running a 400 in like 41.
It's a sprint.
I'm like,
That's
damn.
brutal.
These kids are going crazy. The mile's damn near a sprint now.
Yeah.
These kids are running the mile in 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and 40 seconds.
The girl, Sydney McLaughlin, she ran that. I think she ran the 400 on the leg of her relay. I think she ran it in 47.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm like, that's
one
insane.
lap, right?
It's one lap. Yeah.
It's stupid.
That's insane.
That's
And that's how the athletic. That's how athletes are going right now. It's like we're just getting better and better and better. It's like avatars. Like I was at the high school, and I think we're going to talk about this in another show. But because you sent something about private schools versus public schools, because I went over to Prestonwood. Because
Good school.
My kids, we were thinking about taking them over there because
Plano one or the one here in
the
Prosper?
Plano one. Because
There's
the one
here in
Prosper,
Prosper.
it
doesn't have as good as sports programs.
Yeah, right now
Yeah.
they're still developing, but still the same kind of school. So we went over there, and I was trying to get my son. I was like, "Hey, I'm down. You know, if you guys want to go," but I had to leave it up to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that we'll talk about later. Also, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. And when I went there, I was like, "Man!" And how I judge a school is by the kids that come up to him. This kid came up to Miles, and he was like, looked at me and said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
Shook my hand. Just the way he looked me in my eyes, shook my hand. He seemed like a little grown man. And all the kids that came to him, they were all the same way. The guy that was walking us around, hey, Corey, come over here. Went over there. Hey, how
we
you
go to
doing?
church there
My
every
name is
once in a
so-and-so
while.
and everything like that. It was just the way that how they conducted themselves. And I was like, man, I want my kid here to be around kids like this. This kid looks like he's a leader. And it looks like he's going places. He's doing great. And he was like, man, they had like 70 college scouts come to this practice the last week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard too, because, and we'll, like I said, we'll talk about it in another episode, but how they were saying it, they were like, look, if you go to Frisco for college scouts, it's already hard getting scholarships anyway. What school are they going to go to? There's 12 schools in Frisco. So they're going to go to, there's one kid over here that we want to see, and those kids will get a look at. They're not going to see everyone. So it's harder to get scholarships when there's so many different schools and so many different teams playing. There's hopefully that you're playing that team of the kid that they're looking at over here, and then you really show out. So they say, okay, we'll see this kid. Mm-hmm. But if you go to a school like Prestonwood, where you have so many kids in that one program that they're looking at, you're going to get looks. That's when you get to step up. Or you got to go to camps. It's a different ball game right now.
It's a good school. We go to church there randomly. We got some friends that Kellen plays lacrosse with. Their kids go there, so we'll meet them for church. Great church, great. Like it has a huge facility, like in terms of like outdoor eating area. The campus is beautiful.
Yep.
The one here in Prosper is not as lavish as the one
But
there.
it will
Plano.
get there.
But yeah, it's a nice campus. Have you thought about sending your daughter to Hockaday? Hockaday is an all girls school. It's in it's kind of near Prestonwood a little bit more south kind of. But Kellen right now, my son is practicing there for lacrosse in the evening. That facility is amazing. Now you probably want to have them go to the same school, but I mean that's an all girls school. That's awesome. I know that the sister school to Jesuit is Ursula, which is a really good all girls school too. And I've talked to a couple people that have gone to both of those schools, and they said that the girls that go to school, they're like, you know what, when I got into high school, the difference was I didn't have to worry about trying to, there was no cattiness between girls because there's no boys there.
Right.
Like there was no, sure, you're going to have little arguments. She's like, but it wasn't like, that's my boyfriend. Why are you talking to him? None of that was all done.
The focus is in the right place.
There's no male teachers. So it's all female teachers. And so the relationship between the female teacher and the student is, hey, I understand you're going through whatever it is, monthly or whatever. If you have emotional, females tend to have a way to communicate with each other, obviously more so than a male would with them, not as understanding. So they just said it just felt it just, like you said, focused on exactly what I need to learn while I'm on campus. There was no distractions. She's like, I got the best out of that. And now 2 of them work for TV networks doing like commentary stuff. Okay. One for ESPN, one for CBS. So and like they have the focus on that. But the Hockaday, the campus is absolutely amazing. Insane campus. Insane. And they're one of the best in lacrosse, one of the best in soccer across the country. Okay. Insane.
Let's bring that into the next.
Yeah.
All right, guys. When we get into that.
This little summer recap, how we started off our summer, kids are out of school, and how we're probably going to be pulling our hair out in about, well, some of us have hair. But yeah, probably be pulling our hair out here in the next couple of weeks. Maybe if we put some baby oil on.
You just didn't get enough shots at me to say so.
I didn't take any shots this episode.
He just doesn't feel right.
He knew he was short on his board. Like, Rich has been too nice to Bobby.
Rich took all the shots. He took all the shots at me and you. So I had to get one in before we close this one out. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit the comment section. Let us know what you guys want. I know some of you guys have been dropping some comments. I want to thank you guys so much. I'm going to continue to read those or continue to talk about those things. And thank you guys so much for continuing to support us. Thumbs up, hit the bell, subscribe, all those things. We're out.